Today I'm critiquing Furrha's family house in Irvine. I'm going to give it an Arvin score at the end of the video, so if you ever decide to purchase or remodel a townhouse, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad, I'm the how to buy mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
Welcome YouTube family to our new home. We're going to go through the whole house step by step.
Dude, did you get your wife's consent to make this video? She seems pretty upset about this home tour business. And number two, seems like when you were moving in, you really bumped the door. There's damage on the stucco on the outside.
Okay guys, we got a 3-story house. It consists of 3,100 square feet. This is the main floor, all right?
Okay, he seems to be very proud of the fact that it's a 3-story home. And it's not a real home, it's a townhouse in a location where it's very central, but very inferior. It's actually on the path to Irvine Airport, meaning airplanes are flying in and out right in front of your house. Pretty bad, okay? And this is a very common place for new developments, right, that are popping up in Irvine and other urban areas. They're great in the fact that they're extremely central, but perhaps some of the most subpar lots in a central location. And this is exactly an example of that.
First of all, we can start off with
our
living room, family room, whatever you guys call it. We call it our family living room. But anyway, first, once you start off with the chandeliers, where did you get that beautiful chandelier, honey?
Well, actually, I'm gonna start with the couch.
I don't think she's on board with this. Okay, first thing comes to my mind is this kind of yellowish color paint on the inside. Overwhelming. And it's throwing me off. But let's pay attention to the furniture and the layout, because you're getting about 1,000 square foot on each floor. Let's see how this plays out.
This couch is not my couch. The company was so nice. It's from Restoration Hardware. My couch got like delayed, so they just give me those couches to use till they bring my
That's
couch.
right, so we can do whatever we want on these couches. Ah!
So this couch is from Restoration Hardware. Our table, Restoration Hardware. My carpet from Restoration Hardware, and my small piece right there, Restoration Hardware.
Okay, not bad. A modern look, very clean. It's interesting to see how Restoration Hardware design has evolved over the years, but they got great financing. I don't know if they still offer 0% over like 4 or 5 years. That's how we purchased our first set. And I have to say, it was really expensive, but it was a good investment for us, because I believe we've sold all those furnitures for a profit over the last 10 years. So as expensive as it was, we got to use all of it for many, many years, and we slowly replaced them with newer pieces, better pieces, and we even actually made money on some of these pieces because they kept their value, or you could say we were hit by inflation. So everything got more expensive. But overall, very good. I would consider it for entry-level luxury, overall not luxury.
Okay, let's go to the kitchen. Let me talk about the countertop real quick. Can I? It's okay if I get a little time in here?
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is from Genuine Materials, okay, which is located in Ontario, California.
Okay, very busy. The countertop, again, this is very trend-based. This style is going to go old very, very quickly. And when you're choosing countertops and finishes for your kitchen, the more statement pieces and the more noticeable they are, the faster they go out of style. So this style, I don't even think it ever landed as far as, getting picked up by the majority of the population. It was always kind of a little too eclectic and out there for kitchen design. And it will always be remembered at this, 2021, 2022 countertop that came out, didn't catch fire, and went out of style.
So we did a lot of updated in this house with the company itself, because we don't want to do the work. We do all to do the work. My daughter moved next to me. She decided to do all the work herself, and it's ridiculous what she went through. So
yeah, she's still
we
doing
upgrade the floor. That floor is upgrade. We upgrade I think everything down here we did. Like the kitchen cabinets upgrade with the company.
Okay, let's talk about the palette. It goes. Again, even though I'm not a fan of the yellow walls and the stone and the cabinetry, but the palette is pretty easing to the eye. It's just very yellow mellow. But it goes, you know, they're paying attention to the gold knobs and everything. It's good. I mean, it goes together. It's not like abrupt and, you know, obnoxious in any way.
We got our own, like you see, stove.
We got majestic stove, which was we bought that directly from our supplier, and we're able to get this beautiful stove from the same guy that got us the hood. This stove is really, really, really expensive, but we got it for a really good price. You can get these stoves from an outlet, guys. It's called Appliance Outlet in Glendale, and if there's a small dent on the back of it, you can get for 50% off on these stoves. So
very good advice. Again, if you're on a budget, if you're doing a flip on a budget, or if you're just remodeling your home, you might want to consider that. If some of them are ridiculously unnoticeable, and you just get a ridiculous discount for something that no one would ever notice, and most likely you would dent or damage it yourself within the first 6 months. As long as it's not structural or something that really is obvious, why not?
And this is our kitchen table, dining table, call it what you want to call it. And again, accessories, home good, Amazon, and this from our house store.
Restoration Harbor?
No,
our house.
Our house. There's different.
I keep confusing the two.
Yeah, no, this is our house.
Okay, again, very efficient. Great place to put a round table, right? It breaks off the angles and it's easy to put. They could have also done a built-in nook on this side. It would have worked out. And it opens up to the very tiny little side yard that they have.
This part of the house we haven't constructed yet. Might be a little messy, sorry about that, but this is, we're gonna put the barbecue and we're gonna lay some cement here and maybe do like a little lounge area where you can sit down, like engraved into the ground. So I'm working on that with a designer.
We have a 9 month to fix it.
Yeah, they gave us 1 year to come up with a plan.
9 months.
Okay, this is not ideal at all. Now, some townhouses don't even have this, okay? They're just attached on both sides to another property, wall to wall, stacked up. Now, this has a little setback, but the AC units really kill the space. It's a tiny, tiny little space. I really don't think it's worth really hardscaping and landscaping here that much. I think you either have to designate it for your dog or turn it into a vegetable garden that services the kitchen and it's a backdrop to the kitchen. And I think that vibe and energy for someone who's really into cooking could be a selling point for resale.
It's custom, but it's just the same thing, basically.
So in here,
Let me turn on the light.
I just
Go ahead, I don't want to get in the way.
I left this as an office for him so he can put all his messy stuff. You know, he's messy. Like
Well, not messy.
Like you
That's
see,
called,
all
don't
his
put my address in there.
all his messy
Put
stuff.
my address in there.
Okay, this space is really useful for nothing except for exactly what they're using it for. Mail, keys. It's a transit area. There's a powder room here that services that lower level. And right behind that is the garage, right? That's why the living area on this floor is smaller than the upstairs because it also accommodates, I think, a 2-car garage.
But we have also a powder
Small
room
bathroom.
for guests. Powder room for guests.
Yeah.
Oh, let me turn the light on. Hold on. I know you've seen the powder room before, but take a look at it.
Still not done, but working on it.
She wasn't happy. She didn't look happy with. She's not satisfied. I love the fact that she takes a lot of pride in the fact that she's decorating her house. Okay, that's important. That's a good attitude, and that's how you get good at interior design and everything. So she's a little uncomfortable showing this powder room because she has this vision in her head that she has yet to execute, and she's like, oh, she only sees the flaws and everything that she needs to do. So. Understandable and a good attitude to have.
You want to do the garage or that's too messy?
No, the garage is too messy.
Too
It's
messy.
not done yet.
Garage is a garage, okay.
Not done.
The unique thing about this house
This is the first floor.
This is the first floor, but the unique thing about this house, it is run on solar. So we own the solar that's on the top of this thing, so that's a good thing.
Okay, there's two things. First of all, I want to make sure it has enough solar panels for the whole unit because it's 3 stores and a lot of people living here. And the other element is that you got to have also a battery backup, okay? To really get the benefits of solar, you need the battery backup to store it and really bring your costs down. And I don't think they have.
Plus it's a smart house. So we can turn off the lights from our phone. We can turn on the air
That's all
conditioner.
upgrade you did to the house.
Yeah, we did all upgrade.
We purchased this and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we got a Sonos sound system on the 3rd floor deck. You'll see later, but a lot of smartphone upgrades. So you got apps for all these things. I can turn off all the lights in the house. I can raise the heat, lower the heat. When the kids forget to turn on the light, I can turn it on, you know, stuff like that. That's amazing. I love that part. I can lock the doors and unlock the doors from my phone.
Okay, too much talking. Let's go.
It's all about convenience, right? Condos, townhouses. Why would you want to buy a condo or a townhouse as to a single family home? Think about it. A lot of immigrants, including myself, my family, we have fallen victim to this. And as to we could have bought a single family home a little farther away from what we wanted at that moment, or the conveniences that we really were not patient enough to wait. And we went for the convenient, for bigger closets, more square footage, but vertical, shall we say, or a central location, but not the best location, to get what? To get conveniences, right? And it's very interesting where the developers of condos and townhouses are doubling down with even technology, another new layer on top, to make it an easier decision for you to choose this as to buying a house that is farther away from the center, or let's say a house that is not remodeled. When for your finances over a long period of time, it's significantly better to buy a single family home, grind it out, you know, wait for that money to come to renovate the house, make the closets bigger, or renovate the bathroom or the kitchen, because a single family home appreciates significantly more than a townhouse like this. The problem with these townhouses is that it really maxes out, and then whenever they go up slowly and they come down a lot faster in down terms, and what happens is that when there's a panic sale in the neighborhood, it sets the calm. And these units are all identical. It's really hard to argue against that sale. And then there's a stalemate, and then someone else accepts it, right? Accepts that price. And, you know, before you know it, you just took a big dive. So I highly encourage families, immigrants or not, to consider buying a single family home, slowly fixing it up, because you will get a significantly higher appreciation down the road. You'll get a way better head start in the future.
This is the 2nd floor, like you guys see. This is in here, restoration, hardware, and everything you see in here, hung.
If you look up here though, I want to tell them about this though.
What?
We got, for the internet, we got Euro. This came with the house. It's Euro installed, so this is like a booster for the internet. Also, it's sprinkler system. They got sprinklers throughout the house. This is a smelly area. I call this a smelly area.
Because my cat thing, this is my cat room.
Cat.
It's a laundry room.
I'll say cat crap area. How about that?
Stop.
Okay, again, convenience. You get a laundry room, a huge linen closet at the back on the same floor as all the other 3 bedrooms. Really good, very convenient.
Yeah. And this bathroom for Linda and Price, they share this bathroom.
Let me turn on the light.
Yeah, still not done either.
Let me go in there and open it up for you. Ooh!
There's nothing to open.
Wow, you can see the decor. This is upgraded.
This is upgraded. He's paid for it and he wants to show it off.
And now we're gonna enter Linda's room.
Linda, let us in. Okay, we're in.
Here you go.
Why is your room always messy, girl?
Always.
You notice everybody, we have prayer carpets throughout the house as well. We stay close to our religion, of course. Yes, and this is Linda's room.
So my room, my mom designed it. We went with comfy, cozy vibes. My mom designed everything for me.
That bit is killing it. That bit is super popular. Great value. Good look for the price.
Okay, and now we have Pisces room.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, guys?
He got to live with the cat. It's a cat house. Oh man, I feel sorry for this kid.
Why is the closet off the... What the hell
I
is going
told
on?
you about that.
There's a lot of.
This kid, he managed in 1 month to break his...
I wish 1 month.
Closet
It was
door.
probably a week.
We need to fix that one. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a good sign. Hopefully they're still within the grace period and they can get that fixed. But most new construction in California gets the systems, right? The structure, and I think the mechanical gets 10 years of warranty. So, which is good. That's really good. But doors, windows, floors, cabinets, I'm not sure if that gets any type of warranty unless the developer offered something.
Where'd you get this bed from, huh?
So this we got from Amazon. This is my cat, his room. And the bed, Korean Barrow again, and pillow from Target, accessory, everything in here you see from Home Good too.
I think the mom has done a good job. I mean, it's totally her style, the whole house, you can tell. But she's got the vision board right, She's got this cohesive look that Crate and Barrel Restoration Hardware offers. She's picking out some good stuff from there and putting it all together, this kind of a Tulum boho vibe. Not bad. Again, she's not bad at putting it together.
And now we're gonna go to my bedroom.
Okay, guys. First thing, before you guys get started, I always
He's talking
always make
about my
fun.
pillow.
I make fun of this thing. It's a damn Tootsie
Stop
Roll.
playing with
That's
it.
the biggest Tootsie Roll you ever seen in your life.
And my bed from Korean Barrow.
She's got the same bed on a larger site for herself. Again, that's a really good value. And she's got the setup. Again, what I like about her design sense, she's not overdoing it. Okay, she's keeping it very simple. She's less is more, right? And she's got her color palettes right.
And I did that. I made this.
Well, she designed these plants by herself.
Like these round edges cabinets. Again, this is what's in right now in United States. Very popular, and she's picked out good pieces that go with each other. Not bad at all.
Also, we have a balcony here. We haven't got chairs out of yet, but we're gonna have coffee in the mornings. We've only been in this house, what, a month?
Yeah, we've been here for a month. We still have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, you can come on here. It's got a little park area for the kids to play and stuff.
You can see privacy. It's almost non-existent, right? Like, I mean, how often would you use this balcony coming out? As soon as you would see someone else's in their balcony right across at the same time, you're like, I don't want to go while they're there, right? You get an illusion of a single family home, but you will be immediately reminded that it's not a single family home.
It's cold in California. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyways, continue.
So this is the master room in here. So he has his own sink, and I have my own sink. But for some reason, I don't know why he always uses my sink. I don't know why.
Because it's closer. When I come out of the restroom, it's closer to washing my hands.
Let's switch sink. I'm willing to switch sink.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Why is this covered? Again, I think there's literally another house right there. And a lot of times you see these like cookie cutter layout. It's just printed everywhere right next to each other and doesn't take into account that design maybe didn't have a house on that side or had something else. And when they're built, you see this window looking to another bathroom, and it just completely kills the privacy. And they don't get really quality checked during the construction. This is say, hey, we could actually, change the orientation of the window to make sure we don't get a view, or even just not put a window there and save some money. But they don't care. They're doing this in scale. They just want to, print it, go, copy and paste, right? Copy and paste and go, and because they're building hundreds of these at a time. And you can see something like this happens where this window has no privacy. Now they're probably thinking about a way to cover this in the future and put a blind and cover it. But for now, you get this. A sheet of paper with tape.
When you come out of the bathroom, the first thing you want to wash your hands, because you want to wash your hands right away. It's
I already
right.
switched sink, so you don't use my sink.
But the unique thing about this is we got dual head showers, right? That's the beauty of the shower here.
It's a big shower.
That wall is also upgraded, and the flooring is upgraded through the construction company. So that wouldn't have came with the house originally. The whole floors and drains and everything's upgraded, as you see, even the shower floor.
What do you mean? Like, what would it come with? Like, they would just give you a hole in the ground and you have to bring your own fixtures? A little strange, okay? So I was expecting, this is pretty entry-level finishes. I don't know what was their entry level, because I don't find any of these finishes at all impressive. It's just, what you would get out of the box.
Actually, there's something interesting in my closet.
She wants to show me something in her closet. That's right, it's her closet. I have no room in there.
Okay, this is the closet in here. So all this mine.
This is mine, guys, this little section.
And this little section, he has this section in here, and this, and he fight me for this, so I just...
I got a little bit on the end here, but most of it's hers.
Okay, this is great feedback. You see, like a closet the size for 2 middle-aged adults in California, it's packed and they're fighting over space. So it's obviously not big enough. And this is, I'll consider middle-class family. Now imagine luxury homes. I critique a lot of them on my channel, and you've seen, you would sometimes get smaller closets than this on a $30 million home when you can get it on a townhouse in Irvine for $1.5 million.
This room is, the third floor deck is, I love this area because it's got a lot of light, first of all. And
Where do we hang out there?
you can see where my
Most
daughter
of the
lives.
time we are upstairs.
My daughter lives 3 houses down. Fifi, don't stop meowing. My daughter, she lives 3 houses down. You want to point the camera, but don't try to mention the addresses.
See, this is the common theme that I always see, especially with immigrants that move to the country or new town or anybody really moving to a new location, even within the same country. You gravitate towards where your people live and you don't question why they live there. And you just assume that is normal. If you're planning to buy, you should pay attention where the locals like to live, right? Now, it could be cultural, it could be demographics, right? The nationality of the people who are local, where do they like to live? That is the majority of the population. Just mathematically speaking, you want to align yourself with the best, richest demographic. And I can tell you, townhouses are not it in Irvine or Southern California. They, the original demographic, they tend to go towards single family home, the American dream. So that product is going to have a better appreciation. And it's a very common theme. And if you enjoy this type of content, you can subscribe to the channel. I critique homes, and in each home, you learn something. Sometimes they're really expensive homes, but they apply. They apply through all the way to condos. The fundamentals are across the board for all price points. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe. I would love to teach you guys more.
This is a gap.
This is Rocky and
Where
this
the
boy.
guys hang out, baby.
Oh my God, how many kids do they have? What is going on? It's a freaking big family. Now, the obvious negative is if you ever want to use this living space for your guests, they have to go through the bedroom floors. There's no elevator here. These are all negatives, but you do get a lot of natural light. So on a townhouse, you normally have one building right next to you, even if you have windows, which you probably don't want to have windows for privacy stuff, but it's blocking the sun. So on the upper floor is where you get to breathe, right? You get that natural light coming in and you're getting different exposures from left, south, east, west, north, whatever it is. So this is your upstairs living area, okay? And outside is really your only outdoor space.
Out here we have Sonos speaker systems, and kind of want to entertain or have some kind of party or entertain people. We have that Sonos speakers out here. We can play some music out here. Of course, we got a fridge here
We
for.
fight about that fridge.
She don't like my fridge.
He put it inside.
She's right. It's cute, but it doesn't go with the house at all. It's like red. Where did that come from? At least get it in a color that matches.
But the floor in the house also is all upgraded.
Okay, no privacy, right? This is cute, okay? It's super cute. Obviously, you can do some sort of gardening to hedge it out and everything, create a little bit of more vibrant energy, but this is your all outdoor space you get on the 3rd floor. But I actually think it would get used. The only negative up here is that, the food is 3-story down and you got to go all the way down to grab the food and bring it up. So that's a big, big negative.
We're gonna take you to Rocky's room now. That's probably the messiest room here.
So this is Rocky's bathroom
Let me get the light.
on our coffee station. And
You have to
stuff.
show them the bathroom because it is upgraded.
This guy's it's like pride of ownership, He's like, he paid for it and he's like, hey, I paid for this. Come on, we can't hide it. This was extra. They need to see it.
And this color is, the color of the house is called, what did I tell you what? Do you remember? I gave it to you the other day.
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
Something, it's a white color, but it's called,
So what I want to do in here,
She changed the subject. I don't think she's happy with it.
I want to try to put a small refrigerator in here instead of that big red one.
She's right. She's right. You can have both. How about he gets an outdoor fridge, okay, where he could put his beverages, and you get one over here. I think this is important because You do not want to go sets of stairs to grab water, tea, coffee, whatever, all that stuff. You definitely want to have a stash up here.
This is my least favorite room because he won't let me do anything. He really did his own things. So that's his. I don't know what to tell you. What he bought it, what he got it. I don't know anything about this stuff. It's boring room. It's his room. I don't know.
It's not boring. It's actually a nice room. He's got windows here.
Okay, a very small bedroom and a small closet. This room was probably designed for a guest bedroom, but because they're a family of 5 with 3 kids, one of the kids gets this room. And the good thing about it is that this family room could kind of feel like a little private to him, and he gets a lot of privacy from the middle floor, which is kind of the crazy floor where the parents live and 2 other kids. Okay, before I give it an Arvin score, here's the only scenario where I would consider buying a townhouse or a condo. Not just it has to cover your convenience, okay? If it just does that, like the right amount of bedrooms and the closet and everything, is, for me, it's not enough. But if the school district for your kids is significantly better than the option you would have as a single family home in the suburbs, then I think it's an option you should consider. It might be a sacrifice for you financially. You will not gain that, price appreciation as a single family home, but at least your kids are going to school at a very good school with great teachers and a demographic and people who you want your kids to be associated with, learn from, and culturally, intertwine together to hopefully make very good friends and go to good universities or become entrepreneurial or do whatever, succeed in whatever hopefully is best for them. Okay. With that being said, let's go over Arvin score. Location, Irvine, which is pretty desirable in Orange County, but this is like the commercial area right behind John Wayne Airport. I can't give it anything more than a 5.5. Lot quality, you're a townhouse, okay? You get a tiny little piece of land. Now there's some communal land, right? Like maybe a swimming pool or a playground for kids, maybe a community center where people can hang out. But again, what's private to you is extremely small. I have to give it a 2. Lot utilization. Look, it's a townhouse. You don't have a private driveway. You don't have a backyard. You have a tiny little side yard. I'm going to give it a 1. Privacy. Slightly better than a condo. You don't have a unit underneath you or above you, but you still have neighbors all around you. And you share a wall probably with at least one neighbor. And in the balconies and outdoor spaces and the windows, you see the other units. I have to give it a 2. Lot orientation. I can't tell from the video which unit it is because they all look the same, okay? I'm going to give it a 5. Architectural style, but ugly. This is like modern done really, really bad. It's just cookie cutter as it gets, soulless, has no character. It just gets a checkbox for being a structure. I'm going to give it another 2. Layout. There was no wow factor when you walked in. 3 different floors. Vertical connectivity was very difficult. You had 3 bedrooms on the same side, on the same floor, with an extra one separated from the living ones for your guests. You had a little bit of indoor-outdoor flow on the 3rd floor. I have to give it a 3.5. Scale and volume. I thought the kitchen was spacious. The primary bedroom was decent. The upstairs 3rd floor landing area or living area was good, but the rest of the rooms were really, really small. I have to give it a 4. Finishes. The kitchen was perhaps the most upgraded. I wasn't a big fan of it. And the upgrades that he kept mentioning in the video were tiles, which it makes me question what was it if it wasn't tile. I have to give it a 4. Now, here's the Arvin score. If you want to see a typical home or mansion that I normally critique, watch this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Have a good one.